Students, welcome to the presentation of English poem Leisure, Class 6, DAP publication. It is written by W. H. Davis, William Henry Davis, born on 3rd July. He was a Welsh poet and writer. Davis spent a significant part of his life as a tramp in the United Kingdom and United States, but became one of the most popular poets of his time. The principal themes in his work are observations about life's hardships, the ways in which the human condition is reflected in nature, his own tramping adventures, and the various characters he met. Davis is usually classed as one of the Georgian poets, although much of his work is not typical of the group in either style or theme. This is all about your poet. Let's start to recite the poem Leisure. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. Come on, children, recite with me. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cows. No time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare, to stand and stare, to stand and stare. No time to see in broad daylight, streams full of stars like skies at night. No time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet, how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can and reach that smile her eyes began. A poor life this, if full of care. We have no time to stand and stare, to stand and stare, to stand and stare. Yes, children, you recite the poem like this. Let's find out what are the difficult words in it. Full of care, it means full of anxieties, worries. Stare means look or see. Beneath the boughs, under the branches of the tree. Then woods means forest. In broad daylight means daytime or sunny day when the sun is clearly visible in the sky, that is in broad daylight. Then streams full of stars. It means the water sparkles and shines when sun rays fall on it, or shining bubbles in the rivers. It looks like the streams full of stars. Skies at night, the star-studded sky. It means the sky is full of stars at night. A poor life. It means, the expression means, this kind of worried life is a useless life. It means we have no time towards a glance to the nature. Then come to the poetic devices used in this poem by the poet. First of all, the simile. It means one thing is compared to another in such a way as to clarify and enhance an image. It is a comparison recognizable by the use of words like or as. Here in the poem, simile is used in the line, streams full of stars like skies at night. Streams are compared with skies at night by the use of the word like. Then the second literary device is, that is alliteration. It is a figure of speech in which consonants, especially in the beginning of words or straight syllables, are repeated. The use of alliteration enhances the musical effect of the line or the poem. Here in the poem, the line "no time to see when woods we pass." Here the sound "s" occurs thrice. And second one, "and stare as long as sheep or cows." The sound "s" occurs repeatedly here. Again another line, "streams full of stars like skies at night." In this line, both simile and alliteration is used. Here also "s", sound of "s" occurs thrice. Then next it is repetition. So to create a musical effect, the poet often use this poetic device in single words or phrases. Sometimes even whole stanzas at intervals are repeated. This is done to emphasize a point or to lend unity to a piece. For example, here in this poem, the expression "no time" appears 7 times in the poem. 6 times it appears in the beginning of the couplet. This repetition of "no time" lays special stress on the highly busy life of modern man. Again, the expression "full of stars," "full of care," and "stand and stare" appear twice in the poem. These expressions refer to modern man's worries and anxieties and shortage of time. Then come to the personification. It is a literary device by which objects, qualities, animals or birds are represented as human beings. Here in this poem, the third stanza, "no time to wait till her mouth can and reach the smile her eyes began." Nature has been personified as a beautiful girl on the words of showering a smile. That is personification. The nature, it has been personified as a beautiful girl. Then come to the rhyme. When the last words of lines in a poem have a similar sound, we call it rhyme or rhyming words. Here, care and stare, bows and cows, pass and grass, light and night, glance and dance. In this way, it is here. Then it is rhythm that we are singing it. That is a regular recurrence of stretch, long sounds, longer short sounds. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. This is all about our poetic devices. Then come to the theme. What is the theme of this poem? Here the theme, the poet says, human life has become so fast, hectic and busy that modern man is left with no time for his entertainment and enjoyment in the lap of nature. Spirit of God. All beautiful objects of nature is harm. All beautiful objects of nature are permitted by the Spirit of God. They are there for human beings to enjoy. But unfortunately, modern man is so busy, he has no time to admire the beauties scattered around him. Then come to the summary of the poem. Life is not worth living if it is full of worries and anxieties. Beauties of nature are scattered around us, but it is a pity we have no time to enjoy them. We have no time to stand under a shady tree and stare leisurely like cows and sheep. When we pass through woods, we have no time to see where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. We have no time to see how rivers simmer under sunlight. The surface of the river reflects the sunlight. It appears as if it is star-studded sky. We are indifferent to beauties of nature. All natural things are permitted by the spirit of beauty. Beauty spreads smiles around us. But unfortunately, we are in such a hurry that we can't even enjoy its sweet smile. It is indeed a matter of pity. We have no time to admire the beauties of nature. Then it is all about the poem. Hope you might have enjoyed. Thank you.